Ken, Jen said we should probably limit our energy ball use in case we accidentally hit a medical crate.
Yeah, probably.
Liru,
Yeah.
do you know how to
I'm
shoot
sorry,
how
did you
short
say
the
10
energy balls are? Like,
liters?
if I were to shoot this at a techie, would it
Bro,
explode
that's
or
not
no?
even... I need a high
Probably. I know the SMGs, Grenadiers, work like 40 Mike.
Oh, 50.
And I will say the so here's why we all spawned with FATX and PNRs. The units in Half-Life have an override feature that completely bypasses things like Ace Medical. So I had to rip that from the units we spawn with, but the units you're fighting don't use Ace Medical. However, they will use Ace bandages to heal their health. So if you leave them for a while, they will heal themselves back up to like 70% HP. Depending on your gun's caliber, you'll have to either 2-tap them in the head or 4 or 5-tap them in the chest. The CPs are a lot less tanky than the elite, and then the soldiers are in the middle. So, you know, you will have to... It won't be mag dumping, but you'll have to be triple tapping, because that's kind of how Half-Life works. So I thought it modeled the damage model pretty well.
Radios.
Oh yeah, and you're gonna get pissed off like me if you have an SMG because it's gonna make a vanilla noise. But if you get into a combine vehicle and use its SMG, it fires like the actual SMG and sounds like the actual SMG. That pisses me off. But otherwise, most other guns. I mean, I'd have to actually rip the PBO, and I don't like doing that out of respect for the modder. So.
True.
What radios we taking?
The only sad thing that I'm sad about the SMGs is that there's not any grenade launchers on the bottom of them.
Yes, there are.
152s.
There are?
152s.
Hold up.
Yeah, change your fire mode.
Oh, hell yeah, there is.
Bruh.
I literally just said 40mm grenades off the SMGs work like 40mm grenades.
There you go.
It's like when someone asked what the mod set was, and I said it, and then someone asked literally 5 seconds later, and I went off on Canada, because...
You have an SMG, right?
Read the Discord.
Yeah, I just flipped through.
Yeah, what's a Discord?
Yeah, did you?
It's
Yeah, you could expect these kind of mod sets.
So, after this, we will be doing the Roblox op. Basically, for those of you who don't know what it is, don't worry, it plays like a normal op, except you're fighting Lego people. And I might not do Star Wars, simply because I might just be too tired at that point. We'll save it for another time.
Question, what's the hitbox like on the Roblox character?
Oh, it's pretty good, don't worry.
It's massive.
We'll get there when we get there.
Is there another mod for that I know?
No, it's all in T1 add-ons. They're very easy to kill. You put a bullet in them and they literally fall apart. But when they speak, they actually have changing facial expressions. It's the weirdest thing. I love it.
Oh god.
You can't play as them though. I mean, you can, but you can't aim down your sights. Your sprint is literally the same speed as a walk animation. And, yeah, you die in one hit, even in vanilla, so, yeah, we're not gonna play as them, but you can shoot them. Anyway, here's the deal, so, we should at least have a full alpha and a bravo, a partially filled bravo, so you guys can take 1 or 2 of the techies, and then at least 1 of the battle buses, because it has your resupply. I'll give a full objective in... Let's say 10, I'll do it in 8 minutes, because I said we'd start at 12:15. I want to give myself a little extra time to make sure one thing wouldn't crash the server, and it doesn't now, so yay.
Hooray!
Everything runs fairly smoothly right now. I got good frames.
Yeah. Oh, and I will say this now, there will be civvies in the AO, and they will run around like Arma, so, you know.
Alright, so watch your fire.
Watch your fire, because I mean you are the resistance, and if the combine release stats of you killing civvies, that's gonna be bad.
Don't they already do that?
Yep. Oh, and by the way, there will be a vehicle, not really a chase at the end, but a way for you to drive around real quickly. So do note, because I do have the gunships and all the other air assets, and I will be throwing them at you. Metis,
Gunship.
The gunships you'll be able to kill in one hit. The helicopters you'll be able to knock out their main rotor with one hit. So, you know, if it lands, it'll still shoot at you. So maybe stay away from it, or just tap it again. I don't know. The damage model on the helicopter's really funky.
It's Arma Liru.
What do you have?
2. As long as there ain't
Like you.
those
Enough.
3-legged walker thingies.
I really like the fucking models of these guys.
So I will be honest, the actual uniforms you guys have are vanilla. It's the closest thing I could find to what was in the mod because those uniforms made you invincible. Yeah.
I mean, I hadn't noticed.
TL, by the
and
way.
It looks great anyways.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome right now, Liru.
So I will say, if you get hit in the chest, you'll be able to tank the round pretty well. If you get hit like 5 or 6 times in the chest, you'll actually go down. And if you get hit once in the head, though, you're going down. So that's to kind of balance the fact that you are going to be a bit of an overwhelming force today until QRF shows up. And your resistance, guys. So remember, guerrilla tactics. Don't get situated in one spot. Once you get your thing, you should really fucking leave. Because otherwise I will murk you all. And I won't feel bad doing it.
Tactical nuke incoming.
Hey, Waz, can you check me to make sure that you can read my heart rate and shit? Because I always get
Checking.
compoodled if I made sure to do medic right.
5-0 check.
Good check.
You are responsive and your heart rate is 80.
Okay, so that means you're set to medics. All right. So, I'm gonna start reading off more statistics, guys. Again, the battle buses, they have a bunch of ammo, they have added cargo room, they have spare wheels. The technicals are actually pretty tanky for the weaponry in this mod. However, they can get their wheels 2-shot, so you've got a bunch of spare wheels in those Vics and even more in the buses, so keep that in mind. The battle buses are also rearm vehicles, but not repair vehicles, and they're not that hard to blow up, so keep them, you know, defended or away from the firefighting, because otherwise you might get oofed. What else? Resupply for you guys is in the buses. Bunch of cargo spaces in the bus because you're gonna have to load some medical crates in there, and I just want to make sure there's no issues. I already mentioned you'll have to, like, they're running vanilla medical, you're running ace. That's the only way I could, well, it wasn't by my design, that was just how the mod was made, which I think is pretty nice. Because, new ace medical can really fuck with damage models. The energy thing, I have no idea what it does. I didn't damage model test it. I just know that it takes up a shit ton of inventory space, so I think it blows up vehicles. I don't know. We'll see. You are allowed to loot from the enemies. So if you want to take their guns, if you don't like your Spaz 12 because it's a piece of shit, you can go take an AR-2. I don't care. Your resistance and the resupply in your Vic, it's pretty lackluster compared to what I normally give, so yeah. There are civilians in the AO, don't shoot them. If you excessively kill them, I'll just send more Combine against you. And, even though there's no stun batons, if I capture you, I'll just endlessly stun grenade you. How about that?
Enough.
I think that'll be a good, stun enhancement.
Radio. We're using 152s.
Ken, we have a driver and a gunner already.
Yes, and if you,
Or are you having them just...
if you don't have one already, if you just spawned in, make sure you have a 152, because the radios are bugging. If you don't have a 152, drop your radio in the box, and I will, and grab a 152 from the box.
So we've got the driver
If
coming
you
to the-
die, I'm going to cable tie you and put you somewhere further along in the op. If we get to the final section, which becomes a car chase, I will, that's it for you.
As well as Hollow Brain go yellow.
I'll
And then
just
everyone's
stun grenade you to death.
not already in the team.
No, please.
I'm gonna take my headphones off if you do that shit.
Red, you driver or gunner the Vic?
Fix headphones.
Yeah, but what did you pick? Driver or gunner?
Oh, weapons don't overheat. I turned that off, so don't worry about it.
Oh, thank
And advanced ballistics are turned off because I don't have time to test all these weapons on advanced ballistic settings. However, earplugs are still a thing, and you should be fine. I did earplug test all of these, but if your ears start raining after excessive fire, then, you know, maybe stop. I don't know. I just work here.
Remember, earplug.
Yes, please use your earplugs.
Do you guys need an example of what all the bad guys look like, or did you all have a childhood?
I mean, shoot anyone who doesn't look like us.
Honestly, anyone that looks like some armored dude, you just shoot. Just don't shoot the civvies.
Also, I swear to God, if we have PID issues, I'm gonna execute someone.
Angel, check if you have a 152. If you don't, grab one from the box.
Combine are very,
Also,
very
make
distinct.
sure you've
Okay.
got 152s.
Okay, so the
There's
way I've
bugs if you
organized
don't have them.
teams, red team
Angel, stop being bad.
is
Got
my
it.
Yes,
downline
so
users,
people
my
Alan
red
just
team
spawned
is
in.
mostly magnums. Blue team is either my medic, my SMGs, or my AT.
50 check.
Good check. Good check, 50.
Alright, leaders, when you are ready, actually we'll just brief everyone, so have them come, all gather around me, and I'll say what the op's about.
Come over here, we'll
Brief time.
organize better on the
Come
road.
to Liru.
Brief time. Get over here.
Oh, no, Mal, I'm just tired. Working my butt off. Alright, open your maps. We're at the little blue 4 symbol, that's the starting point, over at 080050. Our plan today is to drive over Cape Bridge because we don't have any intel on any defensive groups on there. And we're going to go to the hospital complex at Cape Rasa. The issue is the Resistance needs medical supplies, and the medical supply shipment came in to this hospital complex. Do note that this building right here is a medical building. You can disregard that. The shipment is in here. Now, here's the deal. We don't want to take all of that hospital's medical supplies because, you know, they've got people that are injured from other activities that the Combine are doing. So I only want you to find and take 4 medical boxes. No more than 4, otherwise it might hurt our relations with local civilians, and that's our main recruitment effort. We want to see that, or we want to show them that we're for them, not against them. So take only 4 medical boxes from this position. Once you have that, you're going to divert a little to the north over at Phase 2. Phase 2 is a shipping depot where the Combine sends supplies to each other through the rail network on this set of islands. Who's hot micing? Karn, please. So there are 2 things you need to do at Phase 2. The first thing is find where a large vehicle shipment of Combine APCs are and destroy them. They're bio-imprinted, so you won't be able to get inside of them, unfortunately, but we can at least cause them to explode. You have rockets, you have plasma bolts, you have the SMG grenades. Destroy them. The second objective is to find where they impounded a large amount of Resistance vehicles. Once you have that, you need to get to the end point at Lockmore, specifically at the roundabout. I've marked on blue arrows where you're going to get there. Do note that the longer this AO takes, and the longer you take to set up to move from Phase 2 to the index point, the more blockades that the Combine might set up on your route. Also, things to note. Reason we're not using US 41 bridge is there's a military checkpoint there. Reason the blue route doesn't have you go a different route is because there is a checkpoint at a fuel station. And do also note that there is a base in this area. That is where QRF are going to come from. The APCs can fit 4-man fire teams and send them up through this route to our AO, so be careful. Do note that some other bases much further away might also send stuff along different MSRs, so don't assume all QRF will come through this route. Just note that that is technically the MSR for this operation because it's where we expect QRF to come from. So, as I talked about with respawns, once we get past Phase 2, I will just respawn you over at Lockmore. I might send a few waves of Combine to attack Lockmore, so it might turn into a defense op depending on how many people die. Otherwise, again, vanilla is being used for the enemy forces. So some of them, depending on your caliber, you might have to 2-shot, 3-shot, 4-shot, even 5-shot, depending on if you're fighting a regular CP dude or an elite soldier. That also depends on your weapon caliber. If you die, or if you're a fresh spawn, make sure you grab a 152 out of this cargo box. I'll be basically keeping it here, and after you grab a radio, I'll, cable tie you and teleport you, depending on the situation. There are civvies in the AO, don't shoot them. And the longer you stay in the AO, the more QRF that will show up. So remember, guerrilla tactics, fast and quick. Be quick to reposition. I've given you smoke grenades and regular grenades. The concussion grenades, quote-unquote, they behave like your actual grenades. They just, even though they say concussion, they still do damage, so don't worry about that. Any questions for me? Cool.
You've got everything.
Allowed to procure enemy weapons?
Yes, okay, yeah, I was actually about to say it after questions. You are allowed to pick up enemy weapons and take ammo from their bodies. I will not be deleting bodies until you move through an area, so keep that in mind. However, since we have, about a 20-person player count, I won't be deleting bodies as much, because, I mean, how's the frames right now? I have the entire AO spawned in, we're sitting around 30, so we're good, so, yeah.
With pistols, make sure you grab an SMG or an AR of any sort, just for long-range engagements.
Yep.
Yep.
Alpha lead on 50.
You know? You guys are free to go whenever.
Alright, gentlemen, let's do this quick and clean. Right.
Just to make sure, 50 check.
Good check.
Good check. Can you hear me? A firm.
Do 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 do.
Cool. Who's my gunner?
I can gun. Chill.
Good. Just don't die.
Chill. Chill.
I love that thing. You're gonna hear a lot of fun stuff. So if you're a Half-Life fan, make sure you listen. So Don has a bit of a multi-Twitch set up, so I'll quickly add that multi-command to the title. And I will add that to multi, which I conveniently already had open. Thanks for making that, Don. Got to ask if people had that set up. So, how are you guys doing? Now, I'm also going to send myself to Invincible in case I go get spawn trapped. Looks like they're bringing both buses. And one of those Vics. Alright. I might let the first wave of reinserts come in with a technical.
Right. Bravo's ready to step off. Alpha's ready to step off. A firm, do you want to take lead, Vic, or not? A firm.
Just to get that flying over.
I just said Alpha's leading. Confirming Alpha's going to be in the lead. Let's head off, boys.
Where'd it put its waypoint? Put it back here. Alright, so. It's not that bad. We can just have that fly around. Alright, let's see what they do. Looks like they missed their turn, Kek. I'm gonna actually switch this to fonts real quick.
Want me to draw you a line or not? Negative. It's a straight shot to the phase line. If you
I never
get
tested
lost,
if
you're
any
supposed to
Half-Life
stupid.
stuff was copyright or not, so... Next stop I do, I'll add the little bells and whistles.
Continue driving.
Guys, don't ram the overpasses when you go up. Be a little slow, because otherwise you're ramming the front of them.
bus. Where are you?
Technical difficulties.
What do you mean technical difficulties?
Our bus got stuck.
Have everyone get out of the bus, and I'll just move it up. That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely impressed. I don't know how they did it, but they did.
I mean, that was what I was going to do, but Liru was like, hey, everyone, get out, I'll move it. Oh, wait, fuck, wrong net, I'm sorry.
Alright, little technical difficulty there. I made sure that all the routes could go on this stuff, but, some people. So it looks like they're dismounting right here. Putting that gun towards the front. I hope he's not in the back bus and that causes it to fly away, because that'll be awkward as hell. Yeah, so right there, he just phased out of existence. Cack.
Bravo to Alpha, do you have anyone on 50?
This is Alpha Driver. I'm on 50.
Hey, firm.
Alright, let's send all my QRF around this position. I'm gonna start having ambient animations of civilians freaking the heck out. So where's my hiding animations down here?
Alpha 2, hi. Can we get a bus flip, please?
Solid copy.
Yeah, maybe driving right up to the objective wasn't the smartest idea, guys, but... Okay. Okay. I told them in the beginning before we started streaming that they probably shouldn't, they should be really careful with these buses, because they can, flip pretty easily.
Give me a second, I gotta grab a new map.
Yep, say one. Maybe driving the combat buses that I told you not to drive up to combat was a bad idea.
Come on, whatever. No, he already did.
You ready?
Yep. Now, laser DC'd immediately when we got hit.
Yeah. Alright, I got a dive bomber. A little bit more. Yeah, so basically this thing falls under the infinite flight glitch. It'll just keep gaining altitude, so when you want to use it, you gotta kind of lower her a bit. So it sounds like they just blew up the APC. So I'm 420 above. Wanted her to be a bit more ambient, but oh well.
Bravo 12. Bravo. Bravo, I'll take you there.
Ooh! There goes my main rotor. All that digging around. Alright, we're gonna start sending some soldiers in. Let's see. Those are CP, here are our soldiers. Since we have a majority of those guys are down. Send those from far away. I'm gonna put 2 choppers in the air. Make sure they're not damaged. And get the team leaders in again. And let's see, seek and destroy. Seek and destroy. Alright. So I dicked around a bit too much with that chopper. I apologize. They were able to clear out a majority of this.
Bravo to Alpha, are any of you on 50?
This is Alpha Driver, responding.
Hey, firm, how many medical boxes have y'all taken?
I'm gonna blow up that APC, and it looks like they're engaging.
We're counting 2 at the moment, 3 at the moment.
Hey, firm, I've got 1 box, so let's load 2 in Bravo, 2 in Alpha. Hey, firm.
That's where the chopper went down.
Hey, firm.
Try to cut off the front of that right there. You got the soldiers now coming in. That technical's chilling. That soft skin Vic against that's probably not going to do too well. I also don't have the rocket units in.
Alpha, how many boxes you got?
This is Alpha, counting 3 total. We're getting the last one.
Negative. Bravo has gotten 1 of the boxes.
Hey, firm.
Look at this body that fell through and is stuck. So he's reloading that. He's on defend only. I'm gonna switch him back out. Meanwhile, Chopper's coming back around for another pass.
Bravo Alpha, we've got 2 boxes. We've got 2 boxes loaded.
Alright, they got that Vic taken out.
Recommend Alpha works on getting out of here. After.
It's like Corporal Hardcore's a bit crippled. You still got these 2 guys in here, mitigating. People are firing back and forth right here. Alright guys, come on. We're gonna do another wave of QRF in a few minutes. Now to be extra main.
missing one box.
There's that AT coming on, and it just blew me up. But let's see, another 5 minutes, give or take. But they're getting spinned right there. Gunner just went down, so driver needs to drive away. He's getting stuck. I was wondering why he pinned me. I'm like, did he get stuck again on that Vic? Nah. I don't know how many boxes they have. I should have added them to Zeus interface so I could keep track. But yeah, now these gunships are just firing from above where they are in the same position.
Bravo to Alpha, how many medical crates do you have loaded?
This is Alpha. We have 3. We're getting the last one now.
Hey, firm! Drop one of those. Bravo has 3 as well. We only want to take 4.
Yeah, so squads aren't coordinating. Just need to get 2 and 2.
The boxes in the buses, 3 inside the red one, none in the blue.
Hey, firm. Take 1 in the blue then.
Hey, firm.
Alright, gonna have some CPs come from the other side of town now.
Alpha, be advised. Bravo is currently falling back a bit to regroup, and then we're going to go to phase 2.
Alpha copies.
Alright, so this squad getting out of here. I mean, their bus got pretty badly shot up. Yeah, these guys lost the back left wheel. So Obi, I'm not sure if he's going to try to repair that. But I'm going to break this squad apart and just start sending them up instead. But yeah, this has some potential to do some additional ops. Looks like us lost the back left wheel. And those choppers are going to be relentless. You grabbed a radio, right?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay. Alright, so we'll give him a bit of a breather.
Alpha squad, lead back on net.
Fought off that CP group pretty well. These guys not realizing that their back left wheel's hit.
Good. Check Alpha SL. Bravo's moving out.
Everybody on red team, you got some new weapons instead of the magnums?
These choppers kind of flying around trying to spot them. Try to send these guys over here. Not sure if they'll be getting there in time. I do have this Vic right here. Again, those buses should not be used on the front line, and that's exactly what they're going to do with them. They're going to front them. Wants to be more of a command supply vehicle. So yeah, more wheel damage, but I'm hoping they don't drive right into this Vic. I don't know why they keep setting themselves to defend only in this Vic.
Yeah, just park here real close to objective. Don't drive the buses inside it. Contact confirmed.
I'm gonna send these guys around.
Face northeast to the Orange objective. There's an EPC behind the wall to the direct east.
Oop, just heard AT blow up that vehicle. Nice. And it's weird how the AI keeps wanting it to drive on that. I mean, then again, this could be pretty OP, you know, I think because it has the elevation to actually drive.
Rail replacing in 10 seconds.
Be advised, big piece. Northeast.
Alright, bus is fixed, let's go.
I just broke that, I got Corporal down. He's trying to fire out the gun. Yes, the gun's pretty inaccurate, all things considered with the AI. These guys are all kind of pulling 360 here. Caught up in the firefighting, so I'm going to just delete some of the guys on the rear here. She's waving off. Probably gonna land in the forest over there. Go ahead and key that as well. Need to hear people stepping up on 50 squad-to-squad communication. Now I'm understanding why 57 people voted for squad-to-squad comms to be better. Hot diggity. Alright, let's gonna send some more soldiers in, and then we'll get with the elite guys. So another APC is gonna come up, assumed from that checkpoint. We have that Vic coming up to drive now. We'll see if KIAs start mounting. I'll find a way to teleport them in as cable tied and get rid of those and get rid of that vehicle. Now, meanwhile, medics looks like they have brought these guys around. Still no one's dead. Have that one Vic going. So, they've been brought in here. They're parked. They killed off some of the elite troopers over here. And it looks like these guys are glitched into the building over here, so I'm going to quickly drag them away. I think they're part of a patrol I had going. But yeah, some of these warehouses have nothing, and then their vehicles are in here, so I need to communicate that in order to get them out. So Caleb looks like he found them, and Corporal Hardcore is dead. Oh. Alright, just let me know when you're ready. I'll find a way to teleport you in as a captive. You ready? Got a radio?
Oh yeah, I need.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Alpha Bravo. Center Bravo.
Grenades getting thrown up.
This is Alpha. We are 3 managing 2 pulling out of the bus. Give your situation.
You ready?
Getting out from further north of the city. Alright, we're gonna have to push with everyone you got. Engage the compound, find the cover there, and heal back up. I believe I've got a good path to come.
Meanwhile, these guys working tirelessly to try to get this sorted. New front's gonna appear right here.
Get them stable. to the objectives.
This guy's still alive, I'll stand him up. Wise, we got a lot of these soldiers now coming around here, so I'm gonna send some back here as well. We'll see what other KIAs I have. But I think it's about time we also send a nasty boy. I think these were 2-man, if I recall. Yeah.
Alpha, be advised. Helicopter heading northwest to southeast.
The chopper's still been flying around. Yeah, so he went prone to shoot at their feet. That was a nice call. But they need to regroup right now. I think this other Vic's right here. Now this wobbly little gunship's on the way. And I'm gonna start sending in the elites. They all have the AR-2 rifle. Put them up like that. Yeah, no one was in visual range to see me boop that, so that's alright. Jesus. I see that gunship also firing. Very terrifying machine, that one. They can't drive to Jalopy unless they have episode 2 installed. Alright, here are the Vics, so now they need to consider regrouping, getting the heck out of Dodge. They gotta repair these buses as well, and find a way to get them to the MSR and take out this air support. Laser, did you crash or are you dead?
I crashed and then I died.
Okay, do you have a radio?
Well, no, actually, I just died.
Okay, do you have a radio?
Yes.
Cool.
Right, this is Bravo to Alpha. We are destroying the APCs.
There's a guy still in there. I hope they fought that through. Because I'm pretty sure Obi is
heading west.
Dead. Yeah, he's been oofed pretty bad in there, so.
Oh, lovely. Ah! Are we?
Hold up, I gotta go into my audio and shut off that. Alright. So, real simple. It's like Obi, he RQ'd instead. That's alright.
Well,
Alright, since people are starting to drive, I'm gonna teleport. I'm just gonna put a teleport pole down. That doesn't sound good.
what goes, Liru? party.
This is the part where they need to drive.
DC.
Ended up in the middle of a bunch of elites and then accidentally crashed into a tree, which is what killed me. Fuck.
My fucking grenade launcher wasn't reloaded. I'm so pissed about that. I aimed at him and went click. I'm like, you're shitting me. Wonder, will he let us take this shit and just go?
You can just teleport over to the end objective because people start driving.
Confirm.
So yeah, that whole convoy thing, it all kind of fell apart. Now you have people getting engaged in cleanup here.
Bravo, how are we looking?
But yeah, you can also sneak on the sides of the positions. But hot damn, this is just... This is pretty nasty. It all pretty much fell apart. How unfortunate.
Oh, I died.
Yep, feel free to take the teleporter and wait for the people to get there, but looks like some people are just scattered around and now it's just a mess.
Yeah, we were doing fine for one, then two happened and, well, we got scattered.
Yeah. Oof. I set up the last roadblock, but wow, this fell apart a lot more than I thought it would. But yeah, squad to squad comms. Holy crap, that was absent. Which turrets, Tootie?
Send in go.
Caleb's enabling his inner Gordon Freeman here. Basically just hardcore evading that vehicle. Meanwhile, these guys looks like I think they're trying to repair this Vic. They're trying to also get their AT out to possibly shoot at that air asset. It's a decent call. These guys looks like they just beached that Vic, unfortunately. Juggalo's still in here.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Oh, poor Juggalo. Alright, we gotta start doing some cleanup here. Kill off the infantry still there. Hey!
Oh, sweet release.
That fell apart very quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The second laser disconnected comes with the shit.
Yeah. So, all I can say is there's a teleporter over to the index objective, so, yeah.
Well, thank you.
No problem.
Try and salvage the wreckage, I guess.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
Okay.
And that they
Like,
That's-
Liru just killed us, so that's nice. Oh,
yeah.
teleport
Don't
alpha.
want more. That's the only reason we died.
It's because they all slowly left.
Yep. Figured as much.
I'm just gonna speed this along at this point.
Laser, through here.
Are we allowed to use this?
Yeah, use the teleporter, go home, because...
Good.
Holy crap.
Fine. To press it again, so it takes off the push to talk over that.
I'm not sure if he's trying to communicate with them. Angel's getting engaged by this helicopter. And Royal Nurse, thanks for continuing your sub. I appreciate it. I hope you keep enjoying the stuff, and I hope you're getting a kick out of the fact that this is all... Yeah. So Juggalo I just killed off because... Whew, tactics fell apart. People are stashing their Vicks and stuff as well, doing some bandaging. Alright, I guess we're gonna change this around a little bit. We'll start sending some harassment over to this position. Some CPs. Because, wow. Wow, oh wow, this fell apart pretty bad. I think Automatic is trying to line up a shot on this helicopter here. Can he do it? Oh, he could. That's like an HMP shot that we used to train the 501st. Come on. You have a rocket to lead it with. Come on. That's all they needed to do. That's all they needed. They don't have any smokes, yep. Alright. Now we're gonna turn this into an impromptu tier defense for everyone that died, because a lot more people died than I thought would. So I think they're waiting on the bus, and they're just gonna have to escort this the rest of the way. Hot damn. They've met my rock bottom expectations. I guess. That gunship's still in the air. So is this thing's engine shot out, or are they gonna drive over? They got people in a bus. I'm not sure how many medical crates are in that box, but yeah, and then they have Caleb and Ghetto marked right there. Looks like they're changing out wheels here. Just dropping that one on the outside. Yeah, so you see that they are trying to reestablish to get moving again, which is good. It's very good. But I am going to actually have this chopper take off. And wave this gunship off. And then I've got the units also up here for debug in case I needed them. Alright, these guys are now moving across. They've ditched this vehicle again. And I think at this point, I can just start deleting everything back here. Not there just yet. What's it doing with some units right there? I think these guys are waiting for that convoy to go up. I don't know where that rocket went. They're firing back at it. So yeah, I do like how one squad has kind of fixed themselves here. If I were to go here and go to 60... and then here on 70, let's try to see if we can find their communications. If I were to teleport myself up to, let's say right here. And hide.
Manholes. This bridge, you're going the wrong way, buddy. I'm not gonna push an helicopter again. There's helicopters flying over us. We need you to get over this bridge, bud. Execute that man for cowardice. It's French, you can't execute him for cowardice, it's part of his culture.
So this is their squad.
See if I can hit it now.
They're talking about how to do everything. Oh, near miss.
West before more APCs come in.
Renovated.
Good try.
Caleb, use your Vic, lead the bus out. We're all the way west, we're waiting. Alright, firm. Everyone mount up, let's get the fuck out of here.
They're trying to coordinate, and that's good to see. But we're gonna do another wave of...
Being shot at by the hovercraft. Whatever it's called, gunship. Pick up auto, Fred, pick up auto, bus just push.
and send up another APC as well.
If you need blood bags, there is in the vehicle. Take them and use infuse them.
Don't get too close to the bus. Holy shit, Fred, what the fuck?
When we hit the town, guys, we're going left. When we hit the town, we're going left.
Left is a no-no. Left is a very big no-no.
Be careful with the fucking base.
Oh, wait, no. Never mind. They're right. I'm right. Ah, frick. I forgot my route.
In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to hold the...
Right,
we're
because
gonna
the
hold
bridge
up
is
the
right
fi-
there.
the
It's my bad.
No, we're
It's
not.
my
We're
bad.
just going to keep pushing. Fuck it.
Just
Just go
go
left.
to the south.
Go left.
Turn is right. Left is
Yeah,
right.
no, but we left from the gas station, mate. Left
yeah,
from the gas
sorry.
station.
And they just hit each other.
You're doing well, guys. Keep going. Now go right across the bridge. Right across the bridge.
Wheels are fucked, just go past me. We're sort of good.
Yeah, their wheels got messed up.
Behind, directly, he's coming in front of the gun run.
Also, if you feel you can get out and hit it, do it. Just have.
Why are these
faith
guys
that
pushing
drive
out
you
of their
yeah.
fortification to move out? Like, now that's just silly. They're painting me.
I'm medicing up everyone in the bus right now. So, I'm medicing everyone in the bus. I'm giving blood and everything to everyone who needs it. Beautiful, beautiful man.
See what these guys are doing, because I don't think they have any spare wheels in there. Yep, they already used that one spare.
You guys good?
Kinda. Just fucking get out of here.
When you pass the docks, take that direct left, don't go through the forest, scoot in between the docks and that forest and you'll miss an APC in a squad. Getting shot at by the fucking gunship.
Tempted to deploy some of them.
There's a fight ahead.
Just realized we're not having them because
we're gonna have to ditch the vehicle.
Soldier, 100 meters.
Run ahead! Some resistance are engaged in the
Automatic,
gunship coming towards you.
Automatic, 8, get set, PC.
There's two times NPC on the road. Red, only one's destroyed.
Where'd my gunship go?
Fine, fine. Good man.
Caleb and Gale are at the harbor, we're going on foot now.
Might have been too hard. Whoops. Add a little bit of chaos. I think that rocket was trying to come on onto that one. That thing has a really weird flight model, I will admit.
Push too fast, stay in this circle area,
I'm gonna hold a rooftop. Are you guys at Lockmore?
We are in Lockmore at the blue
Yeah, so
blue.
we're halfway there. I mean, we'd be able to hear their comms.
Caleb and Gale are about to blink out, we're going in. On foot. Be there in a minute or two.
Smooth flying, exactly. We'll say I was shot down. shot that chopper down, so I'll just kill him up.
What's exploding? Hopefully the helicopter. Hopefully.
Ken, you got any ears on this?
Karen is gone.
No, Ken.
Ken's been fired.
He did!
Go through the town. Don't shoot, don't shoot!
Engaging infantry behind. Don't worry.
Alright, remind me, we got the train.
Yeah, so you can get 3 tabs.
Hey, for not everyone. Here's another here. Getaway and Kale are coming in from the north-northeast.
Just the gun looks at him and goes, "Oh, that's the guy with AT."
I don't know, wait 1.5. Ken, do you want us to unload the medical boxes and bring them into this area, or leave them in the back?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Alright, Hollow, that's on you. The rest of us are full security.
Where's the bus?
Stop the bus.
How many people can that thing fit again? I might need a bigger boat.
Far end? Yeah, far end.
Attempt to do a SOTCOM. But, nah.
On the shore.
Yeah.
A missile boat.
Oh, there it is, I see.
Nah, we'll do a SOCOM, screw it. Let's see.
You were the only one talking. I think he's talking to his squad as well.
And just set up on the western version of the roundabout on the roof.
Because this has turned into a
Guys,
defense,
the north
but
and the
yeah.
west.
Let's see.
Two friendlies coming in now, northeast. Watch your fire. Yeah, okay.
Solid copy.
So I'm gonna get higher up where I can hit helicopter better. Eat shape.
Hey, anyone still on net?
5-0 check, Liru, you.
Yeah, so, big firefight going on. I'm bringing a boat over. We're gonna load what we can in the boat and then skedaddle, okay?
Hey, firm.
Hey, firm.
Might as well bring a SOCOM boat. Well, that didn't work, but that's okay. Might as well join the operation since things have become a total Charlie Foxtrot. Alright, so here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna try to put the rear by the bus I see on the beach, and we're gonna try to leave in 5 minutes before more QRF in the form of air assets show up. And before they AT me, yeah, right?
Abraham and Hollow are loading.
Hey, driver.
Well, this has been a disaster.
Absolutely. We'll load you as quickly as we can, and then we'll get out. We'll just
Here, how about you just bring the boxes and I'll load them? I think that'll work.
Well, we've got 2 in already. We've only got 1 more.
Okay.
Yeah, one is coming.
Last one's coming.
Did you get the 4th?
Well, Alpha apparently had it, but I don't know where their bus is.
Oh, they probably drove it into contacts like I told you guys not to.
Then we only have 3, unfortunately. So we mission failed.
Well, I mean, it's good enough.
Last box is loading now. Suggest you start collapsing back to the boat.
Uploaded, okay. Uploaded.
Alpha, be advised, Bravo is falling back.
Get closer, get it closer.
Alright, I'm gonna get out of the driver's seat. I'll get in the commander's seat.
Nope.
cannot be loaded.
No, there's not enough space.
Wait, I got it. No, I got some space.
Right, the driver will sort it. Start mounting up.
Big fucking boat. Everyone get to the boat.
Okay, well... Here, I'm gonna put a docking clamp on it.
A boat south of your position right now. If you don't get in, we're leaving without you. You've got 1.5 minutes.
One of you is gonna need to drive.
If they're not falling back, they are wrong.
Thank you, driver, for loading that for us.
There's a lot of fucking.
Yeah, I'm not driving. Someone else needs to drive.
I'm in drivers. Drivers all loaded.
Lambert,
It's okay. I loaded it via putting a hook on it.
Pipe down, guys. Pipe down.
Elise, I'm moving in from the north. Hurry the fuck up, Alpha.
Okay, I'm gonna put a mark down on the map. Okay, we need to get there. Might be safe. Red objective marker at 012089. Okay. It's a cave complex. Wow, I didn't actually know this was here, but I'm glad now.
Turn, for fuck's sake, you fat piece of shit!
Go.
Don't insult my baby.
Oh,
God, look at all that on the beach.
Quiet.
Contact's right.
Drive the fuck up. Error incoming.
What air?
Enemy air.
Ah, shit. I don't think they're happy with us.
Indeed.
Sexy fat bitch is moving now! Liru!
Get out the ocean! You have no angle. They are right behind us.
Shot down, start weaving, so that
turn so they
get
can
an
shoot.
angle.
If I get blown up for rescuing you assholes, I'm gonna be really mad.
Rotate us left, if you get it.
He'll be okay. We're dead.
Kill him.
Nah, you're not gonna get it.
Climb her.
Get now.
Focus the helicopter.
I'm fully aware, buddy. I'm weaving like a motherfucker.
Oh shit, you got one.
I've got
did.
nothing. I've got earplugs in. Leave no survivors.
I'm dead.
Liru,
I can't
why
hear
are you
anything.
pinging?
Because you can.
Lovely.
North.
Another one coming around.
Dummy straight
Oh,
over
no,
us.
it's taking one right at us.
Light him up. Light him up. Light him up.
Guns.
M2, fire for fuck's sake!
Do you not know how to shoot?
Gatling, light his ass up.
Hey!
I really wish I was streaming this.
Oh, my ears are hurting.
Guys, we need to get there. I think there's two more in front of us. I see two little moving. Oh shit, that's bullets.
Oh shit!
Swing us left. Just get us in the cave. Get us in the frickin' cave. Don't stop driving. Fuck.
The welcome to Earth package.
Yeah, that's right there.
I'm going.
This is
Oh.
where like,
Shoot the other one.
Nah, it's okay. We'll be safe. I think.
Woohoo!
Now they know our super cave.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, I can't hear anything.
what is
Ah.
I think.
I think we'll be safe.
Beat the Empire.
Best driver ever.
What the hell?
Did it blow up?
Yes, someone blew.
Wait.
Okay, I blew it up because Jesus Christ, guys. What was that op? Like, first part was okay.
In a nutshell.
Second part.
No, that was far too many people staying around to have a firefight when they should have been just blowing shit up, loading shit up, and getting the fuck out.
when I say, guys, in the beginning, your buses are really, really shit, so make sure you protect them. That doesn't mean drive them right up to the objective. Fuck. And then it all fell apart around Objective 2. That boat scene was completely ad-libbed, and I didn't even realize there was a cave in that little river when I was looking at the map. I'm like, oh, that's cool, great, yeah, I'll just use it. And then yeah, that turned into something really cool, I guess. But I hope you had fun.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start setting up mission 2, and Alpha Bravo, please coordinate more. Over 50. 50 was dead, and you guys really needed that coordination. I sat on 70 for the second half of the op, and they were doing the op properly and not dying. It didn't help that they didn't have any of their armed technicals, though, because those, if you shoot at the driver's slot for the gunship going in, it'll kill the driver and gunner if you suppress it enough, or use your AT. I saw 2 different instances of people going up to hills and stuff and just watching the Vic come in and actually shoot it out of the sky. It was really nice to see. So, resistance tactic, guys, hit and run, because holy crap, towards the middle of that was a disorganized mess. But Alpha, go ahead.
That was a clustercluck. I'm not gonna lie. I spent a pretty decent majority of the first hop either dead, captured, or disconnected. So I really can't say for sure how well we did. The only part I can say for sure is the defense went pretty well. But guys, when I tell y'all to fall back, that doesn't mean go scout for ammo. That means fall back. Also, near the middle of the op, driver, remember, you have a GPS. You shouldn't need someone to tell you where the fuck the objective is. You should be able to check your GPS and see it for yourself. And if you're the driver, you need to know where the objective is. So that we avoid crashing into the woods through a wall, losing a wheel, and being forced to hold a position that should never have happened in the first place. Bravo, go ahead.
Sorry, just a quick thing, Ken.
Yeah.
Liru, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I thought only TLs and squad leads had GPS. Because I'm pretty sure I heard Karen say.
I think it was only the squad leader that had the GPSs, and I'm not sure if the GPSs actually came with those Vics.
They didn't.
No idea.
They didn't. Then that's my bad.
Team leader had GPS, I believe.
Yeah, team lead had GPS, but yeah, I don't think the drivers did, mate. Just sorry, Laser. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. All right, but still, we're in battle buses. Those are not meant to be crashing through walls. Please don't do that again.
I mean, at least when I was up and when I knew Alpha's guy was up, there was communication on 50, so I'm not certain about that, Liru.
In the first op, sure. Second op, or second half, excuse me, no. I was sitting on 50. I was listening. It got pretty messy.
Half, I got buggered.
Sorry.
Y'all were bloody magnificent. I was sitting there just proud as all hell that y'all were coordinating so well over 70.
Yeah, Bravo did really well after we abandoned you at the second objective, but yeah, there was no way we were coming back for you, no offense.
Nah, that was fine.
I literally said, don't try to save me, I'm buggered. So I'd heard someone call out a group of elites. I realized as they said that, oh, hey, that's them right in front of me. So I just kind of drove through them, and I would have been fine, but I accidentally crashed into a tree. Like, all the things get taken out by.
Shout out to Obi Red for running in the vehicle depot, and then vehicle depot getting AT'd. That was poor Obi Red. Fuck.
Thank you very much. Well, we told him to get clear.
First time I heard there was at least calling to get clear, but yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, so Abraham, I'm curious, what was y'all's escapades?
So Bravo did pretty well. Like after you went down and we got out of phase 2, like everyone I kind of put an RV point down and then was told there was an APC on it, so we quickly avoided that RV and just went to Abe's locale. Kern, no, I can't speak today. Calum, fuck me, and Ghetto managed to get across the bridge and get to the gas station on the way to the third objective, way ahead of everyone. So they just held up there and waited for us. Me and Auto took a hill, which I think is what Calum was, what Liru was talking about with the whole taking down a chopper. We just kind of had one rocket, so we were just waiting for the perfect opportunity. And then Auto hit it bang on and killed it. That's when Angel managed to get to us. The bus managed to catch up with us, plus I think a couple of the other guys. I think Ace and was it Ithradine? They both caught up with us, so we kind of regrouped. auto rearmed, we repaired the bus, and then yeah, we just kind of made a mad dash to Objective 3. Should have, I probably got taken out by an APC and a group of infantry across a T or fork in the road, but we somehow survived. And just kind of fucking legged it to the last objective, and then yeah, just set up security, unloaded the boxes, and yeeted out there in that lovely fat bitch of a boat. But Bravo did really, really well. I was very happy with the coordination.
I think it's mostly due to people in Bravo knowing how to handle guerrilla ops, because I think I mentioned when we got into the vehicle compound in phase 2 and I ID'd that there were APCs there, that the second we seen them, they should have just gone. Like, that's the mission. We're not meant to hold. Just get in there, get the shit done, and get out as fast as possible. Because the speed is our fucking advantage.
Yeah, I think people got bogged down. We were thinking too conventionally, you know, like we normally do ops. We weren't thinking guerrilla. A lot of people weren't thinking guerrilla-wise, but it was fine once people got barked at a little bit. It's like, we need to fucking go. Everyone kind of went, yeah, we really do. It's like, come on then, get up. So we just kind of grabbed whatever vehicles we could and GTFO'd. So yeah, when people figured that out, it was good.
A couple of times we were trying to bug out, and a squad would run up with just ARs, and everyone would try and dismount and kill them. Like, no, just drive. You'll easily outrun them. If someone gets hit, the medic can them in the vehicle. Just, you know, bug the fuck out.
I would definitely at least do my best to show up for more Half-Life ops, though. This was great.
That was a Half-Life campaign.
10 out of 10 would do this again.
Give me a few weeks. I'm probably not going to make a full campaign out of it, because there's just not enough in the mod to do that, but I could make a mini campaign or something. Alpha Bravo spoke. Anyone else need to say anything?
I want more wheels for my bus.
We had 10 wheels in the cargo.
And I ended up with only 4 alive.
That wasn't enough.
Most
How often did you have to stop for repairs?
We did.
Well, they were being chased by a helicopter all the way from Objective 2 right until they regrouped with us. So
I'm just gonna say, right, that helicopter that was following me after I got cut off was an asshole.
Yes.
I was deep in the forest, it didn't find me, and the second I had to cross an open field, it was just like, hi.
Yeah, exactly like they are in bloody Half-Life.
Yeah.
I just ran back in and then waited for it to do a flyby, then I ran out, and just as I was about to meet up with the rest of my squad, I just heard automatic yeet that bitch.
Alright guys, so here's the deal. Let me bring some things around here.
sorry to ask this, but it is main with TSB.
In all honesty, I don't think I even need you guys to lead the server, because I would just do a mission change. So, here's the deal. Come back on the server. I'm gonna say fill Alpha and Bravo. Don't fill ground. We don't have enough people for it, but let's just do 2 squads of around 10-ish, because there's, I know some of you are going to leave, so I think, you know, 2 squads of 9 or something will be fine. And if you want, you can just, incorporate the technicals in your squad. Yes, same pass. So this one's already pre-built. I don't think I'm going to do Star Wars after this, because it's just going to take too much time, and I think we, well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
We can test it another night. It's not a drama, is it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't need it ready till not this coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after when we start the, Zon campaign.
Ooh, sounds interesting. Very interesting.
Hey, let's go Bravo if we can.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll be
So
there.
we're playing Stormtroopers then?